Hello, my friends. Welcome to this quick training where we are going to dive into the 5 steps to build an engaged audience on social media. I'm super excited to be here with you. As you jump on, make sure that you are saying hi. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Hello, my friends. I am Charity Majors. We haven't officially met yet. Just a little bit about me, and then we're going to dive right into the training. So I'm actually an author. I'm an international speaker, a soulful mindset coach, and a digital marketing strategist. I've coached over 1,000 women from all around the world to bust through their fears, to grow their confidence and align with their purpose so they can grow their income, increase their influence, and make a major impact. I'm actually a former TV host who I now host a popular podcast called Meant for More. I've been speaking and training and facilitating workshops and events for over 15 years. My expertise is actually in psychology and confidence and equipping rising leaders. I actually have a proprietary method. It's called the Major Impact Method. It helps lifestyles, entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, and authors go from idea to launch to profit to impact. I also work with a lot of speakers, a lot of mindset courses, and a lot of branding and social media and some fun stuff like that for high vibe coaches, speakers, authors, influencers. And I've actually learned from some of the world's greatest coaches like Tony Robbins, Jack Canfield, Lisa Nichols, John Maxwell, Gabby Bernstein, David T.S. Wood, Dean Graciosi, Russell Brunson, Grace Lever, you name it. I probably have either hired them as coaches or joined their courses or their masterminds. I'm a huge nerd like that. And I believe in investing in myself and encourage my clients to do that as well. My favorite titles, though, outside of all of that and the multiple degrees and all of that fun stuff that I do have, my favorite titles are babe to my husband, Chris, and mama to my little boy, my little guy, Judah. I am an excellent plant killer, although actually I'm going to say that I'm a recovering plant killer now. Any other plant killers here in the room? I've been doing pretty good. We moved to a new house and there's lots of natural light, so my plants are loving it. I've actually been able to keep some alive for longer than like 6 months. So I'm doing good, guys. I'm a total book nerd. I love to adventure. My family and I, we love to travel around the world. I don't take myself too seriously because there's enough serious stuff in the world. And I believe that dance parties, messy buns, sweatpants, mom life, and having a lifestyle business where I still get to go on date nights and be with my family and go snowboarding, and having a business that I absolutely love and equip other people to have a business that they love too, is a big key. So, all right, my friend, it's nice to meet you. And we are going to get started. So are you ready? Are you excited? If you are, put in the chat box. We are going to dive right on in. So again, we are here for 5 steps to build an engaged audience on social media. Now, wouldn't you agree that that's pretty important in today's society? So whether you have a product or a service, or you are selling something, or you're a coach, or you have an event or a book, or whatever that might mean for you, right? We obviously want to make sure that we are honoring our audience and having an engaged audience on social media, right? So first, building a community starts and ends with attracting and interacting with the right group of people, okay? But we kind of have to ask ourselves, like, well, okay, who are they, right? If you've already found your community, you'll know they are the ones who can't get enough of your content or coaching. They're the ones that share your passion in common interests and goals. You kind of geek out on the same Facebook groups. You comment on each other's stuff all the time, right? And so that's really all there is to it. But making sure that you've thrown your lot in with the right community is key. Okay, so there are 2 trains of thought on this. If you are guiltily spending all of your time with a particular community instead of the one that you should be marketing to, you may need to change your focus on the one that you're spending your time with. And then providing the right content and offers that your clients and customers that they want, then that's when you know that they're going to start to flock to you. So both of these viewpoints, they actually merit, they carry merit and are worth careful thought and consideration within your own business. But beyond those 2 points, once you've identified the right client and created powerful content for them, you need her to find you, right? That's what we want. We want our people to come, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? You want your people to come find you, okay? So that's where social media is vital, right? So we're going to dive into number 1 is obviously we've got to know your ideal client, right? We've got to make the most of your interaction with your ideal client on social media. You need to know as much about them as possible, right? We've got to know their habits, goals, dreams, challenges, their preferences, about their past, what she'll want to spend money on. In fact, like what she will spend money on is actually more important than how much she makes, by the way. So before you can figure out which specific client would be ideal for you, you need to first know yourself. Okay? You can identify people who would make great clients until the cows come home. But if your personalities and methodologies don't mix, you won't make a strong connection. Okay? I'm going to say that again. You can identify people who would make great clients, right? Because there's lots of people out there. But if your personalities and methodologies don't mix, you won't make a strong connection. Now, think back to high school or even earlier, okay? So if you weren't a total loner, then you were in groups or types of friends that you had these people that you naturally gravitated towards, right? So you either belonged to the nerds or to the jocks or the cheerleaders or the feminists and so forth, right? I know for me, I had a couple different groups because I was in like National Honor Society, and then I was in volleyball, and so we had my athletes groups, and then I had my nerd people groups with National Honor Society, and then I was also a part of the yearbook club and journalism. So I had those people, we had different groups of friends, which you obviously, whether it's based on your interests or how much you get along, or if you live in the same neighborhood, or maybe you go to the same church, or right. So we've got these different groups and types of people. So obviously sharing a common interest also provided to be a bonding agent sometimes overrides personality, right? But only to a certain extent. So for example, if you are friends with people that you might not have met, like those in other homerooms or those who are quiet, where you were extroverted, maybe you belong to the same club, like the photography or drama club, you had the most fun when you and your fellow group members geeked out over your particular interest, okay? You had the most fun when you were socializing with people like you who appreciated the things and were excited about the things that interest you, and vice versa, right? Does that make sense? So that's not something that you can fake over the long term, all right, my friend? And even if you do successfully fake an interest in an activity or goal, that will you'll be bored, like you're gonna want to like poke your eyeballs out. You can kind of glaze over, you're gonna get distracted, right? So we want to make sure you can get burned out really quickly. That's another one too, where you're just you're gonna hate what you do. And so we want to make sure that you're finding a community that you can really feel in sync with. Important, right? Makes sense? Give me a little virtual high five. So the question that I have for you is, what is your passion? What makes time pass in no time at all? Pun intended. What could you talk about for hours? Okay. Where does your experience lie? What's your background? What's your passion? Do you have degrees? Do you have certifications? What do you like to help people with? Is there something that you have discovered that helped you get over a certain thing faster or better or made a big difference in your life? What do people always ask you for help with? Okay, these questions are really, really great indicators. And if you take the time to sit down and really ponder these questions, not just gloss over them quickly, like I'm saying, sit down, get your journal, get your really cute pen out, and answer these questions, then you'll be close to also identifying the sort of person who your ideal client is. Okay, so it's not someone that is an exact clone, but who shares key interests, goals, and communication styles. Okay? I want you to dig deep. Don't just think about the obvious events in your past, especially look for activities or times in your life that you totally took for granted. Let's say you were, at your happiest, right? For example, when you hung out with the equestrian center and you took horseback riding lessons, don't just stop there and say, "Ooh, I should be doing something with horses," right? Instead, like, dig deeper. Okay. Why? Why? Right? What was it about the equestrian center, about the riding, about the horses that made you so happy? And in this example, how did it make you happy? When was this? What has changed since then? Who made it wonderful for you? Was it the horses, the people? What was it about them that made hanging out with them so much fun? Notice that what you are actually doing here is asking yourself questions that all start with who, what, when, how, where, and why. If you're having trouble thinking up the right questions concerning your past passions and interests, start with one of those 6 words. Again, who, what, when, how, where, why. And the rest of the questions should come easily. Now, you may discover that it wasn't the horses that you loved so much as being in the fresh air, or that you loved that particular time because you were all competitors on a team and team building is what lights you up. So do you see how there can be themes within a certain thing? Right? So for me, I sometimes still play volleyball every once in a while, but I loved the team aspect of things, right? So I am able to take that and say, okay, yes. And for me, as I was a leader, I was a team captain. So, I've had a baby and I don't work out like I used to in college. I used to have a strength coach, right? And so my body's not the same as it was. So I take or leave volleyball, but the team thing for me and being around other high level people that are excellent in their field was a big deal to me, right? So I was able to take those themes. So does that make sense? And so then once you've identified areas of interest that you loved and perhaps still love, right? So for me, like the volleyball, it's fun. I'll still go play every once in a while. But I love the team part, right? The collaboration, the working together, right? So once you've identified areas of interest that you love, or perhaps there are themes that you still love, don't stop there. Here's the key, is to take a look at your personality, okay? And this is a big deal, right? So what style of interaction do you favor? Are you intuitive or logical? Are you introverted or extroverted? Are you conservative or a risk taker? Are you creative or structured? Are you results oriented or action oriented? Are you disciplined or spontaneous? Are you impulsive or cautious, right? Do you prefer to coach one-on-one, or are you more comfortable with groups? Do you like large groups or small groups? Do you prefer to teach live or pre-recorded? Right? Is your communication style suited more to talking or writing? Do you like presenting webinars or videos, or writing blog posts, or producing audio files or books or podcasts, right? So see how you can kind of really dive into this and really evaluate what's going to work best for you and for your personality. So when you understand what makes you tick, you'll be much more confident in choosing the right ideal client and the right community where you hang out and make money, right? Which, hello, that's a good thing. We want that. And then be thanked for charging people, right? Which is, hey, we want that too. But here's the thing, my friend, we're not even done yet, okay? Because once you've asked yourself these questions and answered them, turn the questions back onto your community. How do they best like to learn, right? That's a big deal too. How do they like best to learn? Will they read a blog post before they'll sign up for a webinar? Will they participate in a webinar before they'll listen to a podcast? Will they listen to a podcast before they read a PDF or a downloadable, a free digital guide thing? Brainstorm all these questions and answers on paper in whatever way is most comfortable and inspiring to you. You can take a pad of paper and your favorite pen and go sit out in your backyard, with nice music playing, or journal your thoughts and use your favorite research template, or fire up your favorite mind mapping software. I actually love doing this mind mapping. So free, easy one to do. And to start mind mapping is actually on Canva. There's some really great free mind mapping templates that you can just go in and fill in. So you just go to canva.com/graphs/mind-maps. And then you'll just be able to pull those right on up. So mind mapping is one of my favorite ways to actually get out of like the linear, like writing things out in a list. And so you can do the mind mapping. This is a really fun one that I do with my clients too. So you can print out your results and then highlight common points or answers that really resonate with you. So what does this all of this have to do with building and engaging an audience on social media, you ask? Well, what answering these questions does is it makes it easier for you to pinpoint your ideal community and engage in it. Okay. So your easiest next step would be to join a Facebook group that focuses on your topic, which, hello, right? Facebook groups are awesome. We all know this. I know this, right? So for example, if you're a foodie photographer, right, find foodie groups or find photography groups, but be strategic about it. I remember when I first got into business, I was like, and when Facebook groups like kind of started to get big and everyone was in a group, and I just like started to join all of these groups, and I just joined like 50 million of them. And then it was so annoying because they were all spammy and all, right. Like, okay, we want to make sure that we're being strategic. All right. And don't join these generic groups. Otherwise you'll just get really annoyed like I was. Okay. Right. So we don't want to necessarily join huge, large public groups. You'll be lost in all the noise. Plus, you don't need the trolls and drama that litter huge public groups. Okay. The overwhelm, like the spam, the annoying, like the bazillion people that are also in there, like don't do it. Okay. So be strategic about it. And then don't join generic groups. Like do your best to find the groups that are closest to your unique specialty mix. Okay. So how you can look at this, right? So first you want to select groups in the left-hand vertical menu in your Facebook feed, then search with specific keywords. And then when searching for the group that's closest to your market and area of interest. Okay. So see this example, right? So as you can see, Facebook will instantly serve up all of the groups it can find relevant to your specific keywords. And then you can make an informed choice. Okay. Now, for example, you might join the food photography tricks group if you teach food photography, since you will connect with people looking to do more with their food photography. People interested in learning techniques and pro tips, right? That's a good idea. So next, you want to focus on paying attention to what type of content incites these group members to respond. Okay. Do they like daily challenges, or will they turn up their nose at a fun quiz? Like, are those people like not quiz people? Will a tough talk post like get her to comment and share, like, kind of a come to Jesus, like a mic drop, like, all right, like real, real hashtag real talk. Right? Will that get them to comment and to share, or is she more likely to communicate via Messenger? Does she always comment on Facebook Live videos, or do they get 0 comments? Does the group get high responses more to polls or infographics? Whatever it is, meet that potential client or the people in that group where they are most comfortable, and you'll enjoy a much more active community. Okay. And then you want to spend time in these groups. So you don't want to join like 20 of them at a time. Like pick a couple, like 3, 2, 3, 4, so you can be present in them. And spend time in these groups. You want to make notes and keep spreadsheets if you really want to learn what engages these similar communities and what seems to leave them cold. Okay. And then one final tip about Facebook groups is choose closed groups that allow for promotion, but not over, like, you don't want to like do, that there's going to be a bunch of spam or promotion. It might be like Fan Day Friday, like what's your Facebook page, or what's your product showcase on Saturday? Like there's some fun groups that do that. Right. So for example, like don't join a group dedicated to nothing but presenting offers. Otherwise if you want to find your best customer, because what that will do is find your best competitors, right? So instead, choose a group where one day a week is set aside for promotion, like a website Wednesday feature when everyone can share their website URLs, or where you can promote certain type of business infrastructures or features, right? And use hashtags. Okay, this is actually a fun little secret. Use hashtags to look for groups that have their own hashtags. For example, your group that allows you to promote your URL might also require you to put a hashtag website Wednesday hashtag at the beginning of the post. You can also use hashtags on other social networks that allow hashtags like Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. Just be sure to check out exactly how hashtags work on each distinct social network. So for example, hashtags are used in the caption field in Instagram, where on Pinterest, the only place you can actually click on or search a hashtag is in the pin's description. Okay, so just as an example. And then finally, it doesn't matter if you're a member of a specialty group or if you have created one yourself. Just get busy now preparing the sort of content that communities love, and start sharing, start providing value, start connecting with people, start commenting on their stuff, right? Start adding value so that your name and your face and your profile starts to be present in that group, okay? Now, number 2, be true to your brand and to yourself, okay? Now, if you're all about wearing like Max Mara power suits, don't suddenly start turning up in tie-dye shirts and, like bell-bottom jeans or jangly jeans, right? So you obviously want to be on point for your brand. Your true audience loves you for who you are, right? Like for me, I actually work with a lot of moms. I'm a mom. Like they love that I am a mom and an entrepreneur, and they want to do the same, right? They want to create a lifestyle business as well. So I post pictures of my kids and, that we get to go hiking and, all that fun stuff. And that's a big part of me that obviously that I stay consistent with. And it's also who I attract. Okay. Your true audience loves you for who you are. So don't fall into the trap of thinking you've got to follow the latest trend. If you're just building your audience, spend some time truthfully deciding who you are and what image you want to present, then stick to it. Deal? Okay, high five. Now, it's not to say that you can't have your own epiphanies and change, but do it when it's right for you, not because you think you should or because the current top coaches in your field are doing it. Remember, it's all about standing out, not becoming one of the crowd, no matter how elite that crowd might be. My friend, you've got to stay authentic, okay? Being true to yourself taps into our hidden fears. You may be an introvert. That's okay. Speaking of mom, you're actually probably hearing my kid knock on the door right now. Right. That's all right. Daddy, or my mom's here, so she'll get him to stop. Okay. So being true to yourself taps into our hidden fears. Okay. So you may be an introvert, and that's okay. Market to other introverted people, or be the introvert that educates extroverts to help people reach more of their niche members. Okay. So find ways of communication that you feel comfortable with. Deal? So if you die of fright every time you have to teach live, then pre-record your lessons. If technology is not your jam, don't waste time trying to become a tech genius, right? That's not where your own unique genius lies. Okay. So instead, hire a VA, hire a virtual assistant who lives for handling your shopping cart or your autoresponder or your landing page or your digital whatever, or use a platform that makes uploading and hosting lessons easy. I've used Udemy before, or Teachable. My favorite is Clickfunnels. Hands down, it's where all my membership and courses are hosted. I just like the usability of it way better than Udemy or Teachable. That's just my personal opinion. Find one that works for you. If you haven't checked out ClickFunnels, you can get a 14-day free trial by using my link right there. That is an affiliate link. Full disclosure, always being authentic and full disclosure. So if you go to charitymajors.com/click, you'll get a 14-day free trial of ClickFunnels. And then let's see here. All right, so we want to go and focus on building your relationships using the communication methods that delight your ideal clients and feel natural to you. All right, branding secret number 1. All right, we've got to face your fear. There's a time to treat yourself gently, but there's also a time to push yourself further out than you've ever been before. So if you know that fear is really what's behind never allowing yourself to truly stand out, my friend, it's time. It's time for you, okay, to face that fear and to conquer it. You probably tell your own clients, right? New things are always the hardest the first time you do it, but once you make that new way of doing things a habit, right? However, when you do them, they will become easier, right? You know this. So I'm going to challenge you on this as well. And the rewards can be amazing. Not only can pushing yourself to stand out more brightly attract more of the right clients, but it can also get you out of income plateaus that you have been stuck on. And it can give you some well-earned confidence in changing your life too, right? Good. We all want that, right? Arms up in the air, virtual high fives, right? So if you can't seem to propel yourself past that level, then don't be afraid to hire your own mindset coach. Okay. Number 2 is to be consistent. Consistency is the true secret ingredient to becoming known, right? People want leaders that are going to show up. So that holds true for any aspect of entrepreneurship and for your branding, as well as for the frequency in which you post and blog or do your YouTube video or pin on Pinterest or launch your podcasts. Okay. So always use the same profile shot across your social media platforms and websites. Get a distinctive logo made if you decide a logo would help your brand stand out. For example, if you're branding a unique program rather than yourself, right? That's a good thing. And then make sure your profile shot is a professional picture. Please, please, please. If you want people to take you seriously and if you want them to see you as the expert that they are, then please have a professional photo taken. Okay. Make sure that if you're able to, have it include your brand colors, for example, an outfit that you're wearing, or it's how you want people to see you. Are you relaxed and casual? Is there direct, friendly eye contact, right? So those are things that we want to make sure that you're having. Get a professional full photo shoot done. Find a photographer you like and turn up with extra accessories and outfits so that they can suggest different looks or combinations. And also remember to include your brand colors. Okay. That can be in like your journal or your planner, or, we've got a really great place here where I live where they have actually this really cool couch that was exactly like that matches my branding colors. And so I have a lot of pictures in that place. Right. So, finding places that look like the same brand and feel that you want to have is a big deal as well. Okay. If you're using a logo to brand with rather than your profile photo, that sometimes is preferred by those who are introverts. But remember, at some point, you do have to step out into the spotlight, into the social light, and accept the status and accolades that are due to you, my friend. You have earned it. If you do use a logo, make sure that you know your reason for doing so and understand why it's a good fit for your product. And decide on and use a set palette of brand colors. Carry these all across your appearances, whether it's on Facebook in your cover photo, or, if you want to have a podcast or your whatever, right? Like your social media images, right? All across all of your appearances. That could be in resource boxes on your website, in your media kit, on your stationery, on your business cards, and your profiles and platforms, right? In the backgrounds of your videos, right? Anywhere you are going to be reaching your ideal audience, okay? Branding secret number 3, tell them what to say about you. Okay. So create a media kit and put it on your website. Provide the photos you want journalists and guest hosts to use. Feed them a bio. that is targeted to your ideal client, give them materials in your brand colors, and provide other branding resources. Okay. So for example, here's one, self-publishing coach, Kristen Joy. She doesn't wait for guest hosts or journalists to ask for materials. She's got her media kit. Now I've got one on my website as well. If you go to charitymajors.com/media, you can check it out. It's got the download for my headshot. It's got the download for my bio. It's got different resources, a speaker one sheet. It's got a social media one sheet where it shows different followers, all of that fun stuff, like all of the social proof that you will need to where if you're a host on someone's podcast or if you're guest blogging or whatever it is, you send them that page and they have everything that they need. Okay. So here, Kristen Joy, she provides it in her media kit in an easy select and lift format. Journalists can simply scan down the page and help themselves to her long bio, short bio, interview questions, different shapes and sizes of profile shots in web resolution, high quality print resolution, and low res thumbnails, and then other images. Okay. And then notice she has her awards that are also prominently displayed in the right hand side. For me, mine are at the bottom in the footer where it says like that I've been featured in Her Life magazine, where I was a cover photo, or in this newspaper or on this TV show. That's where I got my little featured on, as featured in, right? So you can do your awards, any other media placements that you have been in. And again, suit your media kit to your brand and your audience. So if you're dealing with a highly visual audience, go heavy on visual design and your media page, and provide more graphics and resources such as images and quotes, that kind of thing. Okay. So not only does this come in handy when you are about to be interviewed, but you can refer back to your media kit quickly to lift items for social workshops and posts. Okay. And then here's actually a real secret that you want to remember. Okay. Oh, we got that one. Didn't. There you go. You already got that one. Okay. Branding secret number 4 is carry your branding throughout to your social media. Okay. So brand cover pages and backgrounds with your branding elements. You want to put your brand colors, your logos, or your profile shots on infographics, on image quotes that you create. They're like, for example, Lewis Howes, he will do a tweet and then he'll take a screenshot and then snap that and then put that onto his Instagram. So it's branded with his Lewis Howes Twitter handle, right? And then that goes on to his Facebook profiles. So there's an example. So I actually adopted that from him because he's one of my mentors, right? So use your brand image quotes both in your media kit and in your social networks. Create formats of the same quote for the top social media platforms that you use, and then make sure your profile photo shows up in your branding when it's displayed, if possible, at a 160 by 160 in Facebook, or at similar sizes for other social networks. And then remember to check your current social media headshots. There's circular photos, there's square photos. So just make sure that obviously that your current profile works in whether it's a square or circle profile. And then if it doesn't, then that might be a sign for you to get a new photo taken and do another photo shoot. Okay. All right. So there you go. So number 3, we want to make sure that we are not wasting time, right? Don't invest time in what isn't working anyways. Deal? Like, can we give each other a virtual high five for that? Okay. So yes, you could spend all day on social media and in creating resources for every different platform. But my friend, I'm here to tell you, don't do that. Okay. Instead, focus on those 1 to 3 platforms where your ideal clients are most active and engaged. Okay. It might not necessarily be in a Facebook group. Maybe it's better on YouTube. It might not be on Instagram. Maybe Pinterest is better for you, right? So this is where you really want to figure out where your ideal clients are and how and where they are most engaged. Find out where they hang out. If your ideal client is a fellow entrepreneur, check their website to see what social badges they display. Visit their profile via those badges and see where they're constantly or consistently active. Find out what hashtags your specialty niche members are using, as well as where they're using them. right? You can join Facebook or LinkedIn groups to engage these particular clients. And when you feel that you have gotten to know them well, look for an opportunity to branch out and start your own group, one that is aligned with your focus and your ideal client's needs. So for example, if you notice a small group branching off within the group and their interest suits your focus, create a group around that focus and invite these members specifically to join it. Example, right? So an art group where several members exhibit a passionate interest in the anime style, maybe that's a great thing if you teach anime, right? And then lastly, like, be strategic. When you advertise on social media, consider running your ads simultaneously on two platforms, okay? So for example, you can advertise your Pinterest pins, but always run a parallel ad on Facebook. And here's why. Okay, Facebook content has high instant visibility and a short life, but Pinterest ads, they have less visibility, but pins live on forever and gather momentum over time, okay? So you would use your Facebook ad for instant reach and your Pinterest ads to make sure that that pin lives on. An ounce of strategy beats days and days of hard work every time, my friend. Okay, so focus on 2 or 3 social media accounts where your followers live and where they engage with you and other influencers. And then also, you want to make sure that you love to hang out there, right? If you are not a video person, YouTube is not your thing, right? That's not your, or learn to be a YouTube person, right? Meanwhile, you can upload evergreen resources to non-interactive social media platforms such as SlideShare to maintain easy resources there that support your live interaction, okay? And obviously, most of all, you want to show up every day in your chosen platform. Show up consistently, okay, and provide value. Number 4 is to be a great host. Do this the same way you would do it if you were at a party, right? You're having people over to your house, right? You want to have the good food and you want to mingle and talk with people and connect with people and keep the conversation going. You want to help answer questions and make suggestions, give feedback, give support, share resources, comments, and posts. Make sure it's an enjoyable experience, right? That there's interesting content, right? We want to provide value. Because here's the secret. It's all about how you make them feel. Okay, I'm going to say that again. It's all about how you make them feel. And if you want to make them feel appreciated, liked, and valued, ask questions, reply to comments, be consistent. Like, don't disappear for days or weeks at a time unless you like either have, social media auto posters or taken care of, or you say, hey, like, this other person's going to jump in while I'm with my family in Mexico, or whatever that might be, right? So be consistent. And then be a thought leader by introducing new ideas or ways of looking at topics of importance. Okay. You can also provide interesting, entertaining, and sometimes just plain fun content, right? Like live stream videos or videos, helpful infographics, inspiring image quotes, beautiful or dramatic graphics, fun quizzes, surveys, and polls that they should find interesting, links to really time relevant, helpful articles and other resources. There are some don't do this as well, right? There's some don'ts. Don't get into arguments or vent without really considering your purpose for venting or arguing, what you want to accomplish, and what effect it will have on your fellow group members or fans, okay? Stick to your values, be true to yourself, be authentic. And again, the most important part is to be there regularly and consistently, okay? And then number 5 is to show off your clients. Another way to engage with your community in a highly effective way is to give them credit and acknowledgement, okay? Social proof is more than a few testimonials on a hidden page on your website. You want to encourage your clients to engage with your community as well. So here are some social proofs that I use quite a bit, right? You can see these are all taken from Facebook, reviews. This is a page here that someone was purchasing and joining the thing, right? So social proof, and show off your clients. Like, I love showing that people are getting results. That means that they are getting what they're desiring, that their money is being spent well, that they're having an impact, and then they're able to make an impact because they're growing, or their business is growing, or their income is growing, or their influence is growing, right? So that's a good thing. um, we want to encourage them to go live in your private Facebook group and share what's working for them and what they're struggling with. This will show other clients that they're not alone, right? Interview them in a text or in your blog or in a webinar. Like, I love featuring some of my clients on my podcasts, and having them be a part of that. That's a big deal. Call them out by name, and congratulate them on your social channels and when they have a breakthrough or accomplish a big goal. Blog about their achievements and share your post links on social media, right? The flip side of this is it's heartwarming and helpful when they give you shout outs and spontaneous testimonies as well, right? So a lot of top experts are afraid to do this. They will give credit when they have to go for a link or tip, but they don't really celebrate their clients. This usually happens because they've fallen into the master apocalypse trap, because they think of themselves as the big expert. And even if you are, that's not the mindset to cultivate. So if you want to cultivate a real sense of community, other entrepreneurs and coaches play the me master, you pupil role out out of insecurity. So, they feel like they have to claim the credit every chance that they get, even if you are a bona fide accredited expert with 30 years experience on everybody. Tweak your mindset so that you will feel more like one of them. You are all here to help each other. Okay. A great example of this is writer K.M. Weiland. Both in her closed Facebook group and her blog, her posts generate engaged discussion, questions, and testimonials in a natural and enthusiastic way. One reason she never goes diva on anyone, and her blog is really just an incredible, complete course, searchable on everything you want to know about writing. Sure, she has written highly acclaimed and best-selling books on Amazon, but she holds nothing back in her group or in her blog and visits the Facebook group every day. I love that, right? That's amazing. Social media can be boosted with ads, but always keep in mind that it's your best that it is best used for hanging out with your ideal community. It's free and it's a way to reach people in your unique niche all over the world without leaving your home. And you get to serve them and provide value to them, which is what we are all about, right? Now, I actually want to share with you, if you are wanting to boost your social media presence even more, then if it's okay with you, give me a little virtual high five. I'm going to share about my social media bootcamp. Okay, so social media bootcamp. This is one of my digital courses, and it is a 4-module self-paced training system. Okay, it is complete with action plans that you can implement at the end of each module, as well as exercise worksheets to help you define your plan. You can save yourself countless hours of billable time, eliminate the need for complex planning and research, and get yourself ready to sell your programs effortlessly to a much wider targeted audience by taking this easy 4-module course, and save yourself hundreds of dollars by eliminating the need for your own coach. This quickly and easily, it's a quick and easy self-study course, and it's going to guide you through content creation for several major platforms, show you how to connect with powerful influencers and position yourself to become one yourself. It will help you enjoy and ace the interview process, creatively brainstorm collaborations, understand the secrets of attracting active affiliates, and get a head start on 3 types of focused advertising. So here's what you're going to learn. Okay. So you can check it out at charitymajors.com/social media bootcamp. We're going to go over what you are going to learn. Module number 1, find your tribe. The learning objectives in this one are to get in with the most responsive and hungry communities that share goals and dreams, right? Where to concentrate 95% of your social media engagement, how to keep time their at a minimum and to engagement to a maximum, what each of the top social networks can do for you and who uses them. You're going to learn about social media tips that 95% of your peers don't know, and a rundown of the top most active social sites and how to choose the ones that are right for you. You're going to learn how to check social media stats, what your competitors are doing, and why they are doing it. Okay, so that's module number 1. You can go to charitymajors.com/social media bootcamp. Module number 2 is build the foundation. The learning objective here is to get a quick but accurate grounding in the top social networks. Okay, how to set up your chosen platform for success right from the start, or rework the ones you already have. Okay, Facebook business pages plus free groups, like should you have both? You're going to learn how to add your Facebook pixel to your sites, even if you're not advertising yet. Cover photo, graphic, quick guides about sections or description tips, how to set up group rules for maximum positive engagement and without driving people away, right? Calls to actions, what not to do, and how to make the most of them. Twitter and Instagram secrets, creating activity with a powerful Pinterest profile, plus the one thing you must do. Keywords that have changed, they have changed, and how to find the right ones. And then YouTube setup tips the easy way. Again, go to charitymajors.com/social media bootcamp. Module number 3, plan your content. The learning objectives of this module are making content creation intuitive and easy for social networks, how to instantly know which content platforms are best on different platforms, or which content performs best on different platforms, creating a simple, actionable editorial calendar. Hello. What people stumble over most when trying to tie launches, websites, and social platforms together. Finding addictive monthly or weekly themes, how to cut your social content work in half while providing double the value, and then 5 apps that can actually increase engagement and they're easy and fun to use. Okay, charitymajors.com/social media bootcamp. And then module number 4 is engage your followers. You're going to, the learning objectives for module number 4, we're going to increase your engagement with followers the natural way. We're going to learn the secret of making all that social media goodwill convert, right? 5 mistakes people make that keep their social networks only minimally effective. How to explode your engagement and never have to labor over social posts again. How to create the perfect Facebook 5-day challenge. How to create actionable steps that are irresistible. Comment and response secrets that make you lifelong friends. How to host an Instagram contest with the potential to go viral, and then what you don't know about Pinterest these days and why you need to remedy that. So if you are ready to learn how to take the guesswork out of social media strategies, find out what you've been missing after the latest algorithm updates, turn social media from distraction or duty to interaction and beauty, save time by taking powerful social media friendly shortcuts, and create a thriving, happy, and responsive community, then my friend, go to charitymajors.com/social media bootcamp. You will be able to learn a little bit more about it there with pricing. Right now it is on sale. Normally it's $497. So go over to the website. You'll be able to see what it's all about, what the modules are all about. Module number 1. Let me see, where's my mouse at here? Module number 2, building the foundation, planning out your content, engaging your followers. Okay, so social media bootcamp, today's discounted price, just $997. Go to charitymajors.com/social media bootcamp. All right, my friend, that is what I have for our training today. I hope that you received value with this. I hope that you understand how to engage your audience even more, where to find your ideal clients. And again, if you need some help with that, right, it doesn't have to be hard. You just got to know the right strategies and the right tips, right? How to find the right platforms, where your ideal clients are, how to work smarter and not harder, right? So there you go. Oh, and here's the thing, okay? Right? So I can't promise overnight social media success, right? You're not going to promise that you're going to gain 10,000 followers on Instagram in a month, right? But if you are strategic and smart with where your market is and how you market on social media, then you can make a name and a massive audience for yourself faster than you thought possible. It is backed by my 7-day, 100% back guarantee. So if you feel like this does not help you in any way build a better, more satisfying business, you just simply email me and my team for a fast and courteous refund. Okay, my friend. So today's discounted price, it's normally $497. You're going to get all 4 modules. Just go to charitymajors.com/social media bootcamp. All right, my friend, have an amazing, amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.